Language is more than just a tool for communication. It is a powerful force that shapes the way we think, perceive the world, and understand our place in it. From the words we use to the grammar that structures our sentences, language provides a framework for organizing our thoughts and experiences. This essay will explore how language influences our worldview, drawing on fascinating examples from diverse cultures around the globe. The way we talk about the world around us reflects our understanding of it. But what's even more fascinating is that this process also works in reverse. The language we speak can actually shape our understanding of the world. This means that people who speak different languages might actually think about the world in different ways. This idea might seem strange at first. After all, we all experience the same physical reality. However, the way we categorize and make sense of that reality can be influenced by the language we speak. Language acts as a filter through which we interpret the world, highlighting certain aspects while downplaying others. In the following sections, we will delve into specific examples of how language shapes our thoughts and perceptions. We will journey to remote communities and explore the intricate ways in which language and culture intertwine. Get ready to see the world through new eyes, guided by the power of words. One striking example of language's influence on thought comes from the realm of spatial reasoning. In the Australian outback, Aboriginal children grow up with an uncanny ability to navigate their environment. They can effortlessly point in cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, even at a young age. This skill contrasts sharply with the navigational abilities of many adults from other cultures who often struggle to orient themselves without maps or compasses. What accounts for this difference in spatial awareness? The answer lies in the language spoken by these Aboriginal communities. Unlike English, which relies heavily on egocentric terms like left and right, their language emphasizes cardinal directions. Instead of saying the cup is to your right, they might say the cup is to the north. This constant use of cardinal directions in their language has a profound impact on their spatial thinking. From a young age, they are implicitly trained to be aware of their surroundings in relation to fixed geographic points. This linguistic difference highlights how language can fundamentally shape our understanding of space and our ability to navigate the world around us. The Aboriginal example demonstrates that language is not simply a tool for describing the world as it is, but rather a force that shapes our very perception of it. It underscores the idea that different languages can lead to different ways of thinking, even in something as fundamental as spatial reasoning. The influence of language on thought extends far beyond spatial reasoning. Even subtle differences in grammar can have a significant impact on how we perceive and categorize the world. Consider the simple act of describing an event in the past. In English, we rely on verb tenses to convey when something happened. We say he sat to indicate an action in the past, distinct from he sits in the present. However, not all languages share this grammatical feature. In Indonesian, for example, there is no distinction between past and present tense in verb conjugation. This difference in grammatical structure can influence how speakers of these languages think about time and the unfolding of events. Another example comes from the languages of Russian and Turkish. Russian nouns have grammatical gender, meaning that every object is either masculine, feminine, or neuter. Turkish, on the other hand, has no grammatical gender. This difference can influence how speakers of these languages perceive and categorize objects. These examples demonstrate that different languages encode information about the world in different ways. The grammatical structures of our languages act as hidden architects, shaping the categories we use to understand our experiences. This realization has profound implications for our understanding of the relationship between language, thought, and culture. Section 4. Kinship and time relatives and timelines. Language also influences how we perceive social relationships and the passage of time. In some cultures, languages require speakers to specify complex kinship relations. For instance, they may have different terms for older brother and younger brother, or for maternal and paternal uncles. This linguistic precision reflects a deep cultural emphasis on familial ties and hierarchies. Similarly, some languages require speakers to specify the source of their information when making a statement. They might have different grammatical constructions for something they witnessed firsthand versus something they heard from someone else. This linguistic feature highlights the importance of information reliability and social context. When it comes to time, some languages have elaborate systems for marking the time frame of events. They might have specific verb tenses or grammatical markers to indicate whether something happened yesterday, last week, or in the distant past. Other languages, however, may have a more fluid approach to time, with less emphasis on precise temporal distinctions. These examples demonstrate how language can shape our understanding of social structures and the passage of time. The way we talk about family, information, and time reflects and reinforces cultural values and priorities.